Well, this is the Adopt a Pet Show, and I have some beautiful babies that we are going to be showing you that are up for adoption. We also have our special guest, of course. We have Jacob here, that is one of our front office adoption counselors that is going to be helping out on talking about some of the animals. I'm also going to tell you about several events and the weather that is here to come. So, and we want to make sure, we want to give you some safety tips and pretty much don't leave your dog outside. So our first guest here is we have Bo. His camera. Bo is 5 years old and he's a neutered male. He is a good boy. Yes, he's just a sweetheart. He's very treat oriented. I think I have a little treat over here. He loves his treat. Yum. He loves his treat. My volunteers, they take him out and he is just a cuddle bug. Small kids I would watch out with because small kids, they can be a little out of control, so it could scare him. And we don't want anything to happen. I can't say he won't bite or anything, because when the animals get scared, they can't react like humans. They react by their mouth usually. So, and that's just what they do. You're not going to find a dog that won't. If you scare them, be prepared. These poor guys, they have... they're just tiny, and we're giants to them. So we also want to let you know that we have volunteers that we are needing for the dogs and for the cats. We are not doing orientation at this time, but what we're doing is I'm having you come in to fill out an application, and I'm personally going to talk to you. I'm not here on Mondays or Sundays or Mondays, but for the rest of the week I'm here, so you just need to come down, ask for Brandy. If you are interested in volunteering with dogs, you need to make sure there is a lot of walking involved. So just like with dogs with Bo, we do have some small dogs, but most of our dogs are large and most of our dogs do pull. That was so cute. So come down, see Bo. He's freaking adorable, and he is waiting to go to his new forever home. Yeah, my boy. And I have Jacob here, and I'm going to have Jacob talk about Kitty, why I sit there and give Kitty some loving.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back on the show. We have Miss Kitty here. She's a 5-year-old spayed Australian Kelpie mix. She is an absolute sweetheart. From what I have been told, she's been named Kitty due to her ears, but she is, like I said, an absolute sweetie pie. She can jump some high fences here, so if you were looking to adopt her, just know that we are at least going to require a good 6 foot or maybe a little bit bigger fence for her. We just want to make sure that when she's home, she stays home and doesn't get out in any sort of way. The environment out here is very, very harsh. So we want to keep these guys as safe as possible. The other thing about Kitty is that she does have a bit of separation anxiety, which is definitely okay. A lot of these guys, they come from different situations, and some of them aren't treated the best. So with her, we are recommending that someone is around her at least a good majority of the day. We want to make sure that she doesn't feel like she's alone. We don't want her to get any anxiety. We don't want her to feel afraid. We want to keep her nice, happy, and safe.
And so we also ask, because they said she has kind of a food aggression. So if you do have another animal, we don't recommend her with another animal only for that one reason. It takes 2 seconds for you to turn your head and guess what? Someone buried a treat in a couch and it's over. So, we're not saying she's that bad, but it all depends on the animals. Things can escalate in seconds. So we want to make sure that this is going to be the perfect home for her. And we'd rather her go to a home with no other animals. I want to tell you everybody about an event that we have not had. I think we didn't have it last year. And so it is called the Duck Derby. and we are doing Splish Splash. We're taking a bath Duck Derby this year. It's going to be on September 25th. We are going to be starting to sell tickets and the t-shirts on August 1st here at the Humane Society, and you'll see me at Burgers by the Bridge and hopefully at others locations. So if you're interested in this really cool theme on your t-shirt, which they'll be on a black t-shirt. I think we're ordering black t-shirts. So it'll be on September 25th. You caught me. September 25th, underneath the bridge. We always have it by Burgers by the Bridge. And Harriet has welcomed us there to sell those tickets and raise money. We are desperately going to raise money this year for these animals since now we're open. So we got a lot of catching up to do for these babies. So come on down. August 1st, we will start selling the Duck Derby tickets. Before August 1st, come on down and adopt our sweet kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. And this is our little orphan Annie. Annie keeps going towards the door. Annie she is a gigantic terrier. She has the terrier wiry hair. She doesn't shed though. You're petting her. She does need some conditioning. So she needs a spa day. She's 7 years old. She's spayed. She's microchipped. She does need to be the only animal. She's not too fond of animals, but you know what? 7 years old. If she was raised by herself and, that's just the way she is. We have our choices. They have their choices. So she is potty trained. She is usually, I don't tell people that they're housebroken, but Annie is housebroken. I mean, she will hold it all through the night, and when the volunteers come in, that's the first dog they let out. So she is just a sweet girl. The only thing is just she's not too fond of the small dogs. She'd rather not be with the smaller ones. So she wants all the love to herself, so why not? We also want to let everybody know we have a full-service vet here at the Western Arizona Humane Society. It's a Western Arizona Humane Society clinic, and they are taking in everybody. They're open Monday through Thursday. They do spay and neuters, they do dentals, they have x-ray, they now have an ultrasound machine. They are a complete, and they actually do their own labs here in-house. So they are a full service vet. Dr. Solano, she is amazing. She goes by Dr. Ray, so I gotta make sure I get that right. They do have their own line, so if you do call the 855-5083, make sure you push 1, and that will send you over to the clinic. Or they have a straight line of 846-8240. I have so many phone numbers in my head, so this one I had to make sure I looked down. So if you need vaccines, dental, anything, make sure you call our full service vet because they can get you in, I guarantee, within a week. So come on down, see our little orphan Annie. She's ready for adoption and waiting for you to come down today. So would you like to tell me a little bit about Buddy here?
I would be more than happy to. This is Buddy. He's our 3-year-old Australian cattle dog mix. As you can see, he is a very, very happy boy. Another one of our friends that is very, very treat-oriented. He definitely loves his squeaker toys, so if you were looking to get him, make sure you definitely get him some so he can have some fun as well as you guys. He is one of our friends here that does prefer to be alone as well, which is definitely okay. As I said, he loves the squeakers. But he does prefer to be the only dog, so definitely keep that in mind if you were looking to give this guy his forever home. He does need to be the only one in the house, but there is definitely nothing wrong with that. He's a bundle of joy. He loves to play, and he's just an absolute love bug. Of course, when you first meet him along with a lot of our friends here, you definitely want to start out slow first, let him know that you're okay, that you're safe, and that you're here for him, and he'll give you all the love in return. So definitely come and check him out. He's a very good boy and looking for his forever home.
He's great on a leash, so don't forget about that. We also want to let everybody know we have an extreme heat warning that's going to be coming. It's supposed to, Sorry, there's hair that went in my mouth. It's supposed to be up to 121. And you know, when I drive home, I see a lot of dogs that are in the backyard. I see people still walking dogs. And even though you have those stupid booties on, it don't work. We are, I want to say this very pleasant. We pretty much live in hell during the summertime. It gets extremely hot. That blacktop, I dare you to take your shoes off and walk on that blacktop. It will burn your paws, your feet in like seconds. So I really stress, we have these display right here. This is a sprinkler and it shoots out, he already knows because he was playing with it. It shoots out water, I'm not plugging it in, and just something simple like this. They have it for kids. You say, oh no! There is a tree in here. You have different ones. They have unicorns, they have all kinds of different ones. This one we got at PetSmart. So, and there's water that squirts out on the side. Simple plastic pull. A lot of these things that you can use for your kids, you can simply use it for your animals. So please be safe. Think of your animals just like you think of yourselves, you know, to make sure your animals stay cool this summer. 121 degrees, that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even recommend people being out there. So with that, and protect your animal with sunblock. If you do decide to take them to the lake, they get sunburned just as bad as you do. So make sure you protect your animals during this extreme heat. Summer has just started. We have months to go. And with that, come on down to 2610 Sweetwater Avenue to see our sweet boy buddy. Shake. And this is our boy Marley. Marley is just not too fond of small kids. You know, he had small kids around him that just roughed with him way too hard. You know, I just recently saw something on Facebook, and it showed a dog laying down, and it had a kid laying on top, and it says, "This is what you should not be teaching your children." And I completely agree with that. You know, you have kids, and everybody thinks that when kids jump on animals and they tug their ears, pull their tails, they're not supposed to react. And that's just not fair for these animals. They're not jungle gyms, they're not babysitters, they're your family. So he is only 3 years old. He's a neutered male. He is so sweet. He's just leaning right into us. He's 5. Who wants to add years onto him? So he's 5 years old, sorry. My bad. He don't look like no 5. But he is 5 years old. I am not gonna get it out of my mouth. He's 5 years old, but he, as you can see, he's a black lab. And he's a beautiful black lab. He's shivering, he's scared right now. So he hasn't been out of his kennel since he's been here. So come on down, adopt Marley today. He's ready to go. And you know, he doesn't go after kids. It's just when kids roughhouse, he gets scared. So, you know, when you roughhouse with an animal too much, they can get scared. So come on down and adopt our sweet boy. He's ready to go. Yeah, my boy. And I have Lewis, and you have
Lily.
And these two, we think they're brother and sister. They've been together for 10 years. It's unfortunate why if you probably remember them. What was that, last year before? They were adopted from here, and we are keeping them together. Period. End of story. No ends. They have to stay together. We made it very simple. Their adoption fee is only $50, and that includes their city license, they're microchipped, they're neutered. Now Lily does have a little bit of hip issue. It comes with age. I have the hip issues. It just comes with age. So she does need to make sure that she has a bed. We'll make sure that you get a bed with her. So, and you know, she's going to need follow-ups with vets just to keep her on medication to help her with that simple arthritis hip pain, you know. So we do, like I said, they're just amazing dogs. We just had them on PetSmart last week, and they were the class clowns of the event. So you got to come on down. You saw pictures with Terry. The one thing you have to watch with this guy, you got to tell him easy before you get a treat. I almost lost my fingers just a minute ago. So you make sure when you give him a treat, you say easy, and then you give him a treat. So make sure, and when you have senior dogs like this, they do need to have beds. They do, because you don't want them jumping on your furniture. You don't want them to be on the floor, because let me tell you, it will make their hips a lot worse. So come on down, see Lewis and Lily. He goes, yes, I'm a handsome boy.
He's
this
a good
is
boy.
Lewis and my little fat Lily right here with no head. Come on down and adopt them today. Hi, friends. And we have Little Rocket, and Jacob has Oreo. Little Rocket here he is a year old. He's like a lab pointer mix. They don't have to be adopted together. They actually just met, but we're so full at this time that we're pairing everybody up. So obviously good with dogs, good with kids. So they always have a blast with kids. And then Oreo, you want to?
Yeah, Miss Oreo, she's she's
Not
a 4.
feral. She's not feral.
She is not feral. She is a 4-year-old lab mix. Honestly, sweetest as can be. She is very good on a leash. Rocket loves his treats. But I was just saying, she's really good on a leash. She walks right with you. If she feels that she's a little ahead of you, she'll even wait for you for a little bit. And she is absolutely soft when it comes to treats. I've been having this in my hand the whole time, and she's just been absolutely soft about it. So definitely come and check out this sweetheart. She is definitely a good one to have at home.
So I was blowing kisses as he was talking about. He said we had to sidetrack Little Rocket. So we do have quite a few. We have no more PetSmarts for the month of June, but starting July. Let me get my cheat sheet. Sorry. July 10th. We have a PetSmart, which is going to be from 10 to 1, and that's on a Saturday. And then towards the end of the month of July, we're going to have a 2-day adoption event, which is going to be held next to PetSmart, or next to Bill's. PetSmart had got us that empty building that they're leasing out, and so we're going to get as many dogs as possible and have a huge adoption event in that little warehouse right there. So I'm really, really excited because I can bring as many animals as I want, as long as I can get my volunteers to agree with it. Mm-hmm. So the 2-day event, I didn't put the dates on just yet. So I will, as we, next show, I will get you the dates on when we're gonna be there and the times. So, because I wanted to make sure that we can get that warehouse for that date. So with that, come on down and adopt Little Rocket. Yes, my little boy. And
Miss Oreo.
They're ready to go, and they do not have to be adopted together. Yeah, my sweet. And this is Odie. And Odie is 4 years old, and he is a lab mix, they have him as, and you have?
I have Taz. He is a 10-year-old German Shepherd mix, and from what you may see, age is just a number on this guy. He is super energetic, and he's such a loving boy.
These guys have never been apart, so they've been together for 4 years. So we're trying to keep them together. We do have a buddy program, so when we have dogs that came in together, we try to keep them together. So it's a 2-for-1 adoption. We do, because they've already went through one trauma on losing their family, and it's a very unfortunate reason on why they're here. So I feel sorry for the owner, because she's unable to care for the babies at this time. But these guys, we just want them to make sure there's, I think, 2 sets of dogs that we're trying to make sure they stay together, which is these 2, Odie and Taz, and then Lily and Lewis. Yeah. So if you are interested, and just to let you know, just because they're 10 years old, obviously it doesn't affect their, they still have energy. You never know. You just got to keep them in shape. It's just like humans. You got to stay in shape to keep you going. Animals are the same way. It depends on what you feed them, what exercise you do with them, and that's how they keep going. But look they are just so happy. And they're in a kennel together, and they're very happy in their kennel. Yes, they are, huh? Yeah, we're very happy. And we're gonna hopefully we'll be gone before then, but if not, we're gonna be going to PetSmart. Yes, huh, sweet pea. We do have people that are shooting off fireworks. I was just asked to talk about this. There are fireworks starting to shoot off at night here in Havasu, and there's two different kind of people that are saying, get your animals used to fireworks. Sentiment animals, it's just too hard on them. I have to I get special treats from the shop to give to my animals. Any of the pot shops in town, they do have simple hemp treats for the animals, and they work amazing. And the dogs love them. So, and it really does work, and it doesn't affect your animals, where they're that dopey that they're not functionable, but it does relax them. So please, when you hear fireworks shooting off, don't take your animals outside, because it takes seconds for them to jump over a fence. They're gone. Yeah. So, and you're not going to be able to find them until the next morning probably, because the fireworks don't stop, and they'll just keep running because they don't know where to go. So, name tags, microchip. For the next 2 months, those are going to be the main thing you want to make sure you keep on your animals. Mm-hmm. That way, if they do get out, we can contact you, or the public can contact you to get their animals back home. So come on down and see Odie and Taz are ready to go and want to be adopted today. Yes. And this is Luna. She was a puppy when she first came in, and she needs to be the only animal. She's not really too fond of small ones. The small dogs that she's been with are being kind of yippers. So she'd rather be the only animal of the house. This is as big as she gets. Mm-hmm. She's not going to get any bigger. So she's pretty small in my books. She's very sweet. She was a puppy when she was first adopted. And she's been adopted out 3 times. And it's very sad because she's a puppy. She just needs someone to work with her. She's very shy because, you know what, and I don't blame her. She has to be confused for as many times as she's been turned over. She's not snappy. She's just so scared. So if you are a person that's familiar with Shar-Peis, for one, and for two is willing to just take that patience and time on working with her, she would just be the perfect little baby. She needs not so much of an active house, because sometimes activities, I'm not talking about hiking or anything like that, but I'm talking about traffic going in and out. It can scare some animals. They're not too fond of the traffic. So come on down. We're located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue, south end of town, and it's right off of the 95, right across the way from the Terrible's gas station. Don't forget, we do have a website. So if you go to westernarizonahumane.org, all spelled out, you can check out our animals that we have up for adoption, any events that are coming up, and if you just want to simply donate, you can easily donate right on the website. So come on down and see our sweet Luna. She's ready to go. Now this is Flash. He is only 3 years old, loves kids, he is just a really good dog, walks really good on a leash, just needs to be the only animal of the house. We had him at PetSmart just to see how he would react with the other dogs. And some dogs he was really good with, he didn't react, but some dogs he's like, yeah, back away. This is my house. So, you know, he's territorial with his stuff when it comes to other animals, but very, very smart. Can you shake? Shake? Make him shake.
Can you shake, bud?
Good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. You get big piece
now,
of that.
you got to make sure not with him, but if we do have another dog, we do require for you to bring your dog in for a meet and greet with any of our animals here. We also ask that you bring your kids. Some of these animals, and I'm not making it up to have your kids as a test subject, but we want to make sure that this is going to be the perfect home. And some of these animals we don't have information on. So we have no appointments are required. We are open Monday through Saturday. So you can come on down anytime Monday through Saturday from 10 to 4 to adopt an animal. Or we do have some special adoption events that we do have on the weekends. So you make sure you check out our Facebook page at Western Arizona Humane Society. So come on down and see Flash. He is ready to go home today.
Yeah. Alrighty, and last here we got Willow West. She is an 8-year-old Jack Russell Terrier mix. Definitely one of our best friends here. She's an absolute sweetheart. She is another one of the ones that does prefer to be on her own. Definitely nothing wrong with that at all. And as you can see, she's just one of those big balls of energy. Definitely, if you were looking to take her home, definitely make sure to get her treats and toys. She's definitely one of our treat-oriented friends here, and she definitely loves to chew on a few toys here and there as well. So if you were looking to have someone who's sweet, who just wants to give you some love and definitely doesn't mind sitting on the lap as well, Willow West may be your one. Come on down and check her out today.
She did really good with the older kids when she was adopted. It's just they had another smaller dog and didn't work out.
No.
I want to give everybody a reminder. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. So make sure no walks on the animals. Doesn't matter if it's night or day. That blacktop will not cool down. So you need to make sure, do not walk your animals. Sprinklers, make sure some way that you can keep your animal cool. If you're going to the lake, make sure you get a life jacket for your animal. That way it can be seen in the water. Because let me tell you, when you have a dark dog and it goes in the water, it's a blind spot and it would easily get ran over by a jet ski or a boat. We do have events that are coming up. We have PetSmart that will be in July. We also have Duck Derby that's going to be in September. Yep, September 25th. So we have so many animals here at the Humane Society that need you to adopt. So come on down. We will see you in a couple weeks. And now we are off to see the kitties, the wonderful kitties of Was. See you all soon. Bye-bye for now.